Gotta get the rule of thirds shot right here. So, yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Jason back at it again with another reaction video, guys. I haven't done a geography now video in like the Bronze Age. So here we are again. You know what? I'm kind of too lazy. Hey, let's not be lazy though, and let's watch something, and let's post it on the ItzJason YouTube channel. So I wanted to watch Canada because I don't know, Canada's just so fascinating for me. It's like a couple hours right there. Uh, Hopefully in the summer I do get a chance to visit Canada. It's like on like the bucket list right there. So we're gonna be watching Geography Now Canada. By the way, if you guys have any more requests for me to watch some more Geography Now episodes, let me know in the comment section. Also, subscribe as well. We like subscribers. Like the video too. I like likes. I like the likes. So yeah, continue on Canada. What I do know about Canada, Ottawa, pretty gothic. It looks pretty gothic. Like there's more castles and weird churches than like skyscrapers. I don't know. Ottawa's just weird. Montreal speaks a lot of French. Whitehorse, Yukon is also a top place. I feel like it's better than overrated Alaska. But hey, enough with the controversies. Let's just get started with this video in 3, 2, 1, go.
Here at Geography Now, we got over 40 people that emailed us to help out with this episode from Canada. So
This is an old video, so gotta go back to the old school. This show has come so much far. This show has come along so far.
Between Americans from the U.S. and Canadians. Here's a little analogy.
This was 7 years ago, so saying this was, when was this, 2014?
They'll be polite to you to your face, but then they'll talk crap behind your back.
2015.
That being said, let's see if we can dissect the flag.
Saying that 2015 was 7 years ago?
The flag
Pretty scary.
consists of a red field with a white square in the middle. In the middle of the entire flag lies a single 11-pointed red maple leaf.
You can tell this is 2015 with the music in the background.
Symbolizes the peace, tranquility, and neutrality of the country. The maple leaf has historically been a symbol of Canada for centuries, even during British rule. Some Canadians will tell you the 11 points symbolize the provinces, and the last one being for the territories, but that's not really true. That's just kind of how the leaf looks. Also, keep in mind, Quebec would much rather fly this flag instead of the maple leaf, but we'll discuss more about that in...
I don't know.
Right, so
when
Canada
I look at the
is
territories
huge.
or the provinces, they got the most weirdest. Not really. Some of them aren't weird. They're just pretty generic. Just Union Jack in the corner and then like a coat of arms.
The Arctic and the Pacific on all three sides. The country stretches over 6 time zones and is divided into 10 provinces. Yes, people, Newfoundland and Labrador are together one province, and 3 territories in the north. The capital of Ottawa being in the province of Ontario.
They got Newfoundland, but Brunswick and Nash just to connect it. Just connect the whole 3 for just one province.
At over 8,800 kilometers or 5,500 miles, with thousands of markers along the way, Canada and the U.S. have the world's longest border between any 2 countries. Things are a little tame on the east coast, except for that one island they have a dispute with Denmark over, and that one other island within kayaking distance that France refuses to let go of, until you get to the Quebec-Vermont border. Things get a little messed up
so
when you
random.
reach Derby Line and Stansted.
Some random old island.
Before modern-day borders were properly established, the town has a variety of houses, businesses, and buildings that lie directly on the border. Haskell Free Library even marks the border in its reading rooms and has an entrance for people on the U.S. side and the Canada side. People of each country must enter on their side, and if they exit on the opposite country, they must stay on the sidewalk and report to the customs office. Failure to do so and stepping on the road can result in arrest. And this delightfully accidental slab of confusion, known as the Northwest Cable, that belongs to Minnesota, mostly owned by the Ojibwe tribe, situated on the Lake of the Woods, where you can find the reassuringly perfect getaway spots, Massacre Island, and Little Massacre Island. The rest of the border tries as best as it can to cut straight. On
goofy
49th
island
parallel,
names.
even though it zigzags a little bit, and 4 airports have runways that either straddle or are exactly parallel to the border. Somewhere around 80% of Canadians live within 100 miles or 160 kilometers to the border of the US, and the further north you go, things just get a little kind of fuzzy and neglected. They still have a little bit of trouble integrating the rest of the
I mean,
land
I would
further
too,
up you
bro.
go. There are only two
I
highways
wouldn't
that
live
lead
up
to the
there.
Yukon and
I
Northwest
hate the
territories
cold.
from the south, whereas there are virtually
Cold
no
is
roads
just
leading to any of the
not my
provinces
thing.
or territories into none of it. The only way to get into none of it is to either fly or take a boat. I mean, technically you
Really?
could walk across the border, but that would suck. Speaking of
Yeah.
none of it, Canada has the most northerly inhabited place in the world.
Isn't this the
Alert
new one?
Canada, a perpetually
newest
icy,
province?
frozen,
Unless it's
desolate
territory.
settlement typically operated by
1999, I'm pretty
people
sure.
year-round, functioning as both as a militaristic station and a seasonal research facility. Now, the one thing you have to know about Canada's administrative divisions is that it all kind of constitutionally fits together until you get to Quebec. Although Quebec is still considered a province of Canada, they've made it very clear in the past that they have a strong sense of Quebecois nationalism that many even take to the separatist extreme. Nonetheless, many of Canada's divisions and functions are
Start
heavily influenced by
seceding
the
like
landscape,
Texas over
such
here.
we will discuss in. Okay, so once again, Canada is huge and often referred to as the Great White North. However, not all of Canada is a chilly Arctic tundra. First of all, Canada's physical
I don't
features
believe
are
that.
built with a strange yet
It's up north,
complementary
it's
mix
cold.
of geological and
Except in the summer, I guess.
meteorological. Yes, that's a word. Score meteorological facets. Looking at Canada, one of the most notable features that sticks out would have to probably be the Hudson Bay, the second largest bay in the world after the Bay of
Hudson
Bengal,
Bay.
and the largest bay that
How
freezes
come I
over
just-
in winter.
I just,
This
like,
bay provides
forgot
a drainage
about that,
basin
like,
that hydrates about half of the
for
entire
years,
country,
and then
a
all of a
little bit
sudden
the
that
northwest
just
of the
came
US.
out.
The strange thing is that the Hudson Bay actually sits on a gravitational
Nice.
anomaly in which gravity
And I
here
still
is
learn
actually
about the
a little
Hudson
bit
Bay
lower
again.
than the rest of the planet's average. It has to do with some kind of sciencey reason about ground convection and ice melt rebound, yada yada yada. Hey guys, want to lose some weight? Try the new workout and diet trend, Hudson 90X. Our diet and workout plan includes going to the Hudson Bay. No, but seriously, almost nobody
Hudson
lives
Bay.
along the Hudson Bay. It's almost impossible
Yeah.
to build roads with the rugged, splotchy rock landscape with too many ponds and lakes getting in the way for any straight highway to be built.
Looks
Speaking
terrible.
of which, at around 2 to 3 million, it's actually speculated that around 60% of all the world's lakes and about 30% of all the world's fresh water can be found in Canada. Tap water can actually have better quality than bottled water in Canada. This has to do largely with the
man.
domineering freckly crevice
only-
zone that takes
if
up about
only
half of the
us
entire country.
would have
the
good tap
Canadian
water.
Shield. The Canadian
Instead of
Shield is a
old pipes
wide
that
plateau
have
with
lead in
exposed
it.
Precambrian igneous rock that harbors little soil and vegetation, but offers a glory
It's like
field
gas.
of mining. Canada has some of the world's richest deposits of metal ores like nickel,
like
gold,
gas in
silver,
the
and
rocks.
copper. 2/3 of all the cesium in the world comes from one mine in Manitoba, Burnick Lake. Fun little side note, Canada has the world's largest third-order lake island. That's an island in a lake on an island in a lake on an island. Located on Victoria Island, this little
Why?
squiggly
How does he
4-acre
know
rock
this?
was discovered by map nerds who scrolled Google Maps just a couple of years ago. The island has no name and has most likely never had anyone step foot on it. I mean, I'll do it if nobody else will, but I might need a corporate sponsorship. I'm looking at you, Aunt Jemima. Canada also has 2 of the top 10 largest impact craters on Earth.
You can tell this
Sudbury
was,
Crater
like,
in
before
Ontario and Manicouagan in Quebec with its almost perfectly
2020.
circular imprint flooded and now a reservoir
Ain't
that
your
you can
mama?
see from space. Okay, there's
I
a lot
don't
more
even
in this
exist
section, so I'm
anymore.
just going to kind of rapid
So,
fire through all the rest of the facts.
rest in
About
peace.
40% of the country is covered in forests, and
Good
about 1/10 of the world's
pancake
forests are in
syrup
Canada.
brand.
60% of the world's polar bears live in Canada. The Bay of Fundy has the world's highest tidal range, with the highest point being over 16 meters. Niagara Falls looks cool. Mount Thor has the world's highest vertical drop. Quebec alone supplies about 70% of the world's maple
They have
syrup,
that
and they actually
in
have a maple
Canada?
syrup reserve with over
That whole
222,000 barrels of maple syrup.
Looks like
Prince
something I
Edward
would see in,
Island is a
like,
weird natural phenomena in which the sands
South
on the beach
America,
make this
like
weird sweet
Brazil.
noise when you step on it. Here's some footage.
Nice.
The largest inland lakes besides the
I
ones
wanna
shared
try
with
it.
the U.S. and the Great Lakes are the Great Bear and Great Slave Lakes, named after the Slavey people. No, I'm not talking about slaves, I'm talking about the Slavey people. There's a difference. One we'll discuss in... Canada is one of those places where everybody kind of fits in, but there's always a little bit of gossip going around every corner. First of all, Canada has about 35 million people, making it one of the least densely populated places on Earth, about 3/4 of whom identify as white. Asians make up about 14%. Natives and Aboriginal peoples make up a surprising 5%. Blacks at 3%, Latinos at 2%, and the rest are just kind of everything else. Now, again, Canada's population takes another turn because in addition to ethnicity, Canada also has linguistic groups. About 1 out of every 3 Canadians either speaks French French fluently or understands enough to get by. The whole Quebec thing kind of plays
Really?
a paramount role in Canada's societal operations. They kind of have to work really hard to make sure that this one province cooperates. Also, keep in mind,
tried
Quebec
it.
isn't the only
By
place
that,
in Canada
I mean, I
where French
didn't
is
try
spoken.
it,
Communities
but
in Ontario, Manitoba, and especially the Maritime
just
province
don't
like
like it. I don't
Newfoundland,
know.
New Brunswick, and Nova
I don't see a
Scotia have
reason
huge communities of
to
French
learn
speakers.
about
The
French
difference though is
unless
that
if I want to
these
go
French
to
speakers have an even
France.
deeper level of segregated culture. Many people in the Maritime provinces have a unique Acadian French culture that differs from Quebec. Fun side note, the Cajun
Got like
people
a
of the U.S.
star
and
right there.
Louisiana are generally
Look at that.
descended from the Acadian people that were expelled and deported from these provinces by the British in the 1700s. Back then, the Louisiana Purchase didn't happen yet, so all of this area was still French. Yada yada yada, they came over and invented gumbo. So that's why Cajuns speak French, America, because Canada! Nonetheless, about 1 out of every 5 Canadians was born outside of Canada, making Canada pretty diverse, especially by U.S. entertainment quota standards. Alright, toss in a black guy, an Asian girl, why not throw in one of those Indian guys? Those people are trending these days. But make sure the lead is a handsome, attractive, rugged white guy. And this is where I want to make a Geography Now spotlight. Canada has a somewhat shrouded community of under-highlighted individuals that typically go unnoticed, even by Canadians. Sure, we can talk about Toronto, Vancouver, heck, even Calgary has some chips on the table, but nobody really gives these guys a chance. So Yukon, Northwest, none of it, I'm putting you guys on display. Altogether, the population of all 3 of these territories is only about 110,000 people, making it the most
like
sparsely
less than like
populated
those
area
cities.
of all of Canada. First of all, Indigenous peoples of Canada number about
I need to go
850,000,
see these
and
cities.
altogether have about
I gotta go
630
like Winnipeg.
reservations speckled throughout the
Winnipeg is
entire
like
country. The largest
underrated.
reserves are located in these territories. Indigenous
I also
people
gotta
in
go to
Canada
White
are
Horse.
generally
White
categorized
Horse.
into 3 separate groups.
Y'all,
The First Nations, the Métis,
y'all could fund
and the
me.
Inuit. The Métis are mixed race Indigenous. The First
If
Nations
you
are
guys
generally
can
southern
fund me
tribes
a
that typically
plane
live in
ticket
forested
to
areas, and the Inuit
White
are
Horse,
straight
I'd be
up
greatly
Arctic folk.
appreciated.
Here's how you can kind of distinguish the 3 territories. Yukon is predominantly white. The Northwestern Territories has a lot of First Nation tribes, like the Slavey people who can be found close to the Great Slave Lake, although many of them prefer to be called the Dene. Cool side note, the Navajo tribe in the U.S. to some extent trace their heritage to these people. See how everything is connected, people? Finally, we reach Nunavut, which is almost exclusively Inuit.
There's never
Northwest Territories and
anything
Nunavut actually
connected.
used to be part of the same territory, but then in 1999, Nunavut was like, I ain't having none of it, and became its own thing. No, but seriously, Inuit culture
Why,
is one of the
though?
most underrated and culturally fascinating.
It probably
things to ever
affected,
encounter.
like,
They speak Inuktitut, a
2
cousin of the
people.
Greenlandic language. They can pretty much understand each
Just-
other, and they have their own
I
written
just don't
script
see
that
it.
you can find on street signs and traffic posts. They have long
You see
history
that,
of
right,
vibrant
bro?
traditions, rituals, games,
Some
music,
weird
and
languages,
cuisine.
man.
If you ever come here, make sure you try
Like,
some whale blubber and watch
North,
the Throat
like,
King song, which looks like this.
Greenlandic. Is that even a word? Like Icelandic, Greenland
Which takes us
language. The way they write it's just
to
so
Canada
weird.
is friends with everyone. The
But
Nah, okay,
Nice.
let's elaborate just a little bit more. Okay, so
But,
Canada does
yeah, I don't know. I
maintain
just
a
don't see a reason why
foreign
they
policy
split
that does
up.
encourage diplomacy outreach
Yeah.
to pretty much every country that they can grab at. Heck, they even had good ties with Cuba after the U.S. put an embargo on them. Nonetheless, Canada's relations kind of typically shadow those of the U.S. Allies with the same allies and opponents with the same opponents. I mean, have you seen the movie Argo? First of all, Canada is not only part of the Commonwealth, but the Commonwealth realm. Yes, there's a difference. So in general, they pretty much get along with everything that was once part of the British Empire. Then you get the Francophone countries
Best
that
friends
also
with the
gel well with
Brits.
Canada as
I
well.
can't believe
Funny thing is,
Geography
although the
Now
US
is at
complains
the
about
U
the immigration
section. They're
procedures
doing
of
Ukraine
Mexicans into
now.
the US,
Guys,
Canada
that's
is
so
actually trying
crazy,
to
man.
coerce and entice Mexicans to come in. With its low birth rate and a need for a bigger workforce to assist the aging population, Canada has relaxed its immigration
Well,
and
what's
visa
gonna
policies
happen
in
once
order
this
to gain
show's
skilled
over?
workers, and specifically from the Central
I'm gonna
American
cry, man. I'm
regions.
getting
Flyers
old.
and advertisements are spread all
I don't
over
wanna be
Mexico,
old.
encouraging them
I wanna
to
go back
move
to
in. Of
doing
course, when it comes to
Pixel
those
videos.
closest to them, Canada does have their top pick, the United States. Some say Canada is like the little brother of the US, some say it's like the best friend, but in all honesty, Canada and the US are kind of like teenage high school sweethearts. Canadians and Americans have been there for each other since day one. The US is the largest export and business partner
I
of
wouldn't say
Canada and
that.
shares the closest
I wouldn't say
diplomatic
that.
ties both nationalistically and militaristically. The difference between Canadians and Americans, though, is that Americans gain their independence by force, whereas Canadians by diplomacy. American immigration policy is like a melting pot where people are kind of expected to assimilate, whereas Canadian foreign policy is kind of like a mosaic. People are encouraged to be distinct culturally. In all honesty, though, they are kind of like a cute little teenage boyfriend-girlfriend couple. Sometimes they like to poke fun at each other, but at the end of the day, they're totally dating and they're totally making out with each other in the back of the movie theaters. In conclusion, Canada,
Why,
you
bro?
little sweet cheek you. I'll pick you up at 7. We're going
Canada's
out for
to
some
go, man.
pancakes on
Like
that
I said,
island,
I gotta
in a
go to
lake,
Canada.
On an island, in a
I
lake,
wanna
on
go.
an island.
I want to go to Canada, and I
Stay
gotta go see
tuned.
that
Keep
lake on an
very
island,
tuned.
lake on an island with a couple bird. do love me some Capo Verde. But anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, I learned a lot about Canada. Canada's big, Canada's proud and loud. So yeah, guys, hope you guys learned a lot about Canada, and I hope you guys enjoyed this wonderful night. Guys, it's 2:29 a.m. I gotta do homework. I gotta do AP Bio. Gotta get caught up, but I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I'll just edit the video, and we'll see how far we can go. So yeah, guys, we got it. I'm struggling. I'm in a battle, but hey, guys, at least we learned Canada today, so that made my day a little better. So, anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. Please, guys, like and subscribe. You guys have any questions, suggestions, what you guys want me to watch for geography now? Let me know in the comments. So, yeah, see you guys next time.